Hide the ketchup, folks. Donald Trump is not happy, and he keeps posting over and over again. He started posting actually at 2 a.m., calling Vice President Kamala Harris's father a Marxist professor next to a very bizarre ad for Fool Aid for Kamala Berry drinks. Very strange stuff right here. Donald Trump learned about this ABC poll that was released at midnight last night, which shows Vice President Kamala Harris beginning to take a commanding lead in the election. According to the midnight Washington Post ABC poll, Vice President Kamala Harris leads 51% to 45% among likely voters. In a full field test, she leads 49% to 45% among likely voters. Her favorability ratings, 45% of people have a favorable view, 44 negative, whereas Donald Trump only has a 35% favorability and a 57% negative on the favorability ratings. Also, you take a look at VoteHub state polling average updates, with Arizona now flipping to the Democratic column. They also have Vice President Kamala Harris taking the lead. Their 28-day rolling national poll average also has Vice President Kamala Harris taking her biggest lead yet. And it's notable that pretty soon some of those polls that were taken about 28 days ago, which were the last ones that really had Donald Trump ahead, are going to no longer be within that 28-day trailing average. So Vice President Kamala Harris will even take a bigger lead. You just take a look right here at the New York Times Siena poll as well. Vice President Kamala Harris now up 4 in Arizona, up 2 in North Carolina, and she leads by 4 in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin as well. So you take a look at what Donald Trump was posting. As I said before, he posted a photo about, he said this: Comrade Kamala's father was a Marxist economics professor. Is this really what we want for our country? It would be the end of America! Exclamation point. That was his first reaction. Then the other reaction was, he goes, the same people that gave you Afghanistan, the most embarrassing moment in U.S. history. Here we go. The stupid people are at it again. You invited the Taliban to Camp David. It was you who negotiated directly with the Taliban without even including the Afghan government. You were the one who released the 5,000 prisoners, the terrorists in Afghanistan who were with the Taliban, who the moment they were released were the ones who took over Afghanistan. I mean, this was all caused by you. Then Donald Trump posts this video right here of Vice President Kamala Harris and the Democratic National Convention. They try to make it look like the Soviet Union. Also kind of a notable and very strange thing going on as well at these MAGA events that a lot of people are posting about. These MAGA supporters, who are, some of them are wearing the diapers. We talked about that before, to show solidarity with Donald Trump. Very strange. Snopes fact check that as true. Others are wearing the shirts, I'm with a convicted felon. Now they're going around with these full family kits that are supposed to be like J.D. Vance's sperm specimen, a semen specimen, and they're showing that he supports the family. So they're holding these jars, which are supposed to mimic a jar that contains the semen specimen of J.D. Vance. And lots of these MAGA Republicans are walking around with these fake J.D. Vance semen specimens right now. Very strange behavior. This is very MAGA, I guess. I don't even know how to even describe that. Donald Trump then posting about revolutions. He's emailing rather to his supporters. I subscribe to the listserv so you don't have to. And that's why I get these things. Trump writes, the MAGA revolution will be televised, is what he says. And he goes, I'm sick of listening to vicious lies from the fake news media. I want to hear from true Trump patriots like you. So before the day is over, I'm asking my strongest supporters, fill out the official Trump ballot. Democrats think we're finished, but I need your response to show them the MAGA revolution is just getting started. With your support at this very critical moment, we will demolish the deep state, take back our country from the corrupt ruling class. See, I just want to be very clear, just using very violent rhetoric. The revolution, we're going to lead a revolution. That's the language that they're actually using. Remember, that's the same language used by the Project 2025 guy who's working with Donald Trump to institute Project 2025, just so you remember it. Here, play this clip.
That we are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
Same language. Be very clear what they're trying to say here and what they're messaging to their base. Very violent stuff. Donald Trump then emails the following to his supporters at 6:38 a.m. I will be sentenced in 1 month. I'm being sentenced in 1 month. They want me in jail. He goes, I can't survive this fight without Ben! Exclamation point. It's only because of you that we beat the Russia hoax and impeachment scams. It's only because of you that the DOJ's document and case against me was dismissed. It was dismissed by Judge Eileen Cannon. It's on appeal to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, where she's going to be overruled. Just shows you the corruption that exists. Trump appointed Judge Eileen Cannon, and Judge Cannon ruled that the special counsel's office in general shouldn't exist. It should be abolished, that it's not even a lawful entity, but only as it relates to Donald Trump. All of the other special counsels that the DOJ appointed under Republican administrations, like the special counsel prosecuting Hunter Biden, the special counsels that have prosecuted, other individuals over the past 30, 40 years, all good. Just the one who's prosecuting Trump, an unlawful position. That's why Judge Cannon dismissed the case, a Trump appointee. And then Trump writes, and it will be because of your support at this moment that we beat Harris Biden witch hunts and take back the White House. And then it goes, but the fight is far from over. In just 1 month, all hell breaks loose when I'm sentenced by a corrupt Democrat judge. Despite no crime, a jury found you guilty. A grand jury indicted. A unanimous jury found you guilty. And then notice the language that he's using. All hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. Revolution. He's saying these words on purpose. You will be the reason we achieve a glorious victory in November. And then he goes on and sends this other email. Trump and J.D. Vance, you need to hear from both of us. The Democrats hate America. This is the other email. The Democrats hate America convention kicks off tomorrow. And rumor has it they're already on pace for record-shattering fundraising hauls. We're taking tens of millions of dollars. It's ridiculous. Going back to that post that one more time that Donald Trump shows of Vice President Kamala Harris and makes like the Democratic, it's the AI, that actually, the irony, right, is that Donald Trump, who accuses her of AIing everything, Trump AIs all of the stuff for himself. So turning the DNC into like a Soviet convention, as Daniel Miller says, this isn't going to matter in the election. It's just dumb. But I'm so freaking tired of the Democrats or communist trope, because if any major figures are flirting with communism, it's Republicans. I mean, just look at what Republicans have done in recent years. When you think of book bans and government purges, two hallmarks of communist rule, do you think of Democrats or Republicans? Look at the book bans across the country. Look at Trump and Project 2025 plan to purge civil servants. These are Republican efforts. What about state censorship of the media, another hallmark of communist rule? Well, just this year, Trump discussed pulling the broadcast licenses of NBC and CNN. We saw this behavior during his administration, too, when he attacked Amazon as a way to punish the Washington Post. What about the state punishing private enterprise for political reasons? The example of what happened with Disney in Florida reeks of both state censorship and state control of private industry. Or just look at the image that Donald Trump shared. When you think of cult worship and cults of personality, when you think of rallies with ridiculously oversized flags, who do you think of? Not Democrats. I mean, LOL, the image Trump shared is filled with red. Which party has adopted a red symbol signaling their authoritarian worship of a dictator? Not Democrats. The fact is that Donald Trump and his minions are far more communist than anyone in the Democratic Party. I'm not suggesting go and call Republicans communists, but it's absurd so many people buy into this Republicans calling Democrats communists because Democrats want people to have good health care and homes and good schools. It's outrageous. It's time we start fighting this propaganda rather than just take it. He goes, only one party wants to massively centralize power and give it to a cult-like figure. Only one party believes in book bans. Only one party is okay with government attacks on private industry for political reasons. Only one party rejects democracy. The GOP is a deeply authoritarian party. Just want to show you the contrast here, though, also between Vice President Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And their interactions with children, I think, tells you everything. Here's what we prepared at the MeidasTouch Network. Play the clip.
You never have to ask anyone permission to leave. And I want you to remember that. You never have to ask anyone permission to leave. When you want to leave, that's what you never have to ask anyone. Here, you want to give them permission? When you're ready to leave, you just leave. Okay? Yeah?
You guys going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Chloe already has her cape on. That's his hair.
Oh my goodness! You wore your cape! I forgot to wear my cape. Look at you. Come here, let me see you.
You want to go around? We'll get a photo of you.
Everybody wants
What are, and so, and you're going to talk to the other superheroes? Yeah, have you talked to them about the own? Yeah, what are we going to do when we take it? We're going to be strong. Work hard. Fine. Remember all that? Yeah.
What does Tiffany have of yours, and what does Tiffany have of Marla's?
She's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell.
My sister's name is Maya. She's usually with so let me see you, Maya. Let me see you.
You always hold that chin up. You hear me? Okay. You always hold that chin up, okay?
If you don't like it, I'll take it.
You will? Okay. Well, then we have a
really beautiful is Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton. And I've known Paris Hilton from the time she's 12.
She's hot.
Her parents are friends of mine. And, you know, the first time I saw her, she walked into the room and said, who the hell is that?
Did you want to bang her?
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
There you have it. Let me know what you think. Another morning with Donald Trump having a meltdown as the polls continue to turn against him and Vice President Kamala Harris continues to gain momentum. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. I want to hit 3 million in August. I think we can do it together. Let's try. Share this network with friends, family, coworkers, anybody you know. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.